of this. So we want you to know that all of us, we are important. Everybody, every one of them agrees, adds something of value to this team, all right? So we just want to welcome you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to raise your hand. I'm going to let James to speak a little bit and welcome you all right? Thank you. Go ahead, James.
Hey, Alfredo. First of all, thank you for inviting me out here. I know you and all the leaders here have been doing an awesome job. Sorry I was a couple minutes late. You guys know I just came from the other one, and I see a lot of familiar faces on that last call. So I would just like to first start off by saying, thank you for being a leader. Thank you for your patience as we are getting this smart contract ready. I know, just like all of you, we've all sacrificed over the last few weeks. We really have. Not only our time probably away from our family, a lot of us are sacrificing our health with our sleep, and stress levels, pressure is through the roof. I believe that in times like this, it's when the best leaders shine. And if Alfredo put you on here today, he told me that he was going to have the best of the best here today as far as the leadership team. I know that you are, because I know he's a great leader and everyone on this team is. So I feel fortunate to come out and be able to speak to you. I'm anxious to hear any questions that you guys have, anything that I can do for you. But I just wanted to show my gratitude, truthfully, to each one of you, because I know the sacrifice that this is put on you and your families right now as you're waiting for this. I can't stress enough. I know you just kind of heard me on the last call. I can't stress enough that from my perspectives, especially, this has to be perfect. It cannot be any other way. And when I say perfect, I'm really talking about the smart contract, the website part of it, things like that. Those are easy things to fix, but the smart contract has to be 100% or it won't go live, period. And we are right there at the cusp of it. So Alfredo, I'm going to give it back to you. I'm here to answer any questions, but I really do appreciate the opportunity to come out and say hello.
Thank you so much, James. We're super grateful that you took the time to be with us, even just for a few minutes. We're super excited about what is developing, what is coming in the next, probably, I dare to say, in the next few hours. I'm not gonna say days, but the next few hours. I'm not gonna put a date, but I'm just gonna say in the next few hours, because we don't know. As we are progressing. So if anybody of you leaders have a question, please feel free to raise your hand, and let's be specific. And let's not take a lot of the time. Let's just be specific on the questions so we can move forward. I know probably we're not going to be able to hear all of you leaders with their own questions, but along the way, I'm pretty sure James is going to be answering all of them. All right. So whoever wants to say something, raise your hand, and Alejandro will let you in. Go ahead, Alejandro.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, James. Thank you for being here. Hello, all the leaders around the world. Sí,
what do you have here?
Psychoanalysis.
Psychoanalysis. Yeah, psychoanalysis. All right.
Psychoanalysis. Open your microphone.
Okay, go ahead. We can hear you now, leader. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, brother.
Wow, my name is Shigo Analysis from Nigeria. Now, I want to thank James Ward and Egado. They are really trying for us, and we are really ready for the link. People are ready here in Nigeria. Okay. So I want to say thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. We are expecting the link. We are expecting, because our group, they are 100% ready now. 100% ready. Here in Nigeria, we work tirelessly. Like, I've not been sleeping since like 2 weeks now. So like, we really need the link, so people can talk about it. People are ready, really ready, 100% ready. So that's what I want to do. And about the lion share, people have been asking us about questions like, how does it work? Does it pay? We've been trying to convince them. Our downline, we tell them that, okay, lion share is the best of the best. Okay, the best of the best. So I really want to thank you very much. I really want to thank you once again. My regards to James and Egado.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to mention one thing, just based on what you said. You know, actions always speak louder than words, right? I mean, I can get up here and talk and talk and talk. I mean, I got the gift of gab. You know, we all have different gifts. I was given that one, so I can talk. But the reality is that the actions and the truth will come very, very soon here, and you guys will see. I mean, we will all see that. You know, this wait has been worth it. And I know Nigeria is ready. I mean, I am telling you, you guys show up to every single call. So I appreciate your passion and excitement about what's going on in Lionshare.
All right. So next question we have Rona.
Yes, Rona.
Go ahead, Rona.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Hello, Sir James.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I put my alarm on so that I can be present on this in this meeting. So first of all, I would like to say congratulations because we are now in 90% completion of the contract. So we are just waiting for the link, and my team is really ready to to wrap. And I keep my team intact right at this moment. So we're just waiting the link. So that's what I can guarantee you. So now my question is, one of my question is, because we know that we have the 32 ways to earn, right, in our in the compensation plan, right?
Yeah.
So now I want to know if we, because all of us are ready to to put our investment, like buying the levels from level 1 to 12. So my team is having their Ethereum ready for everything. So I want to ask if there's a possibility that we can have a surge of fund if we able to buy those levels right when the launching date.
I missed the last part. Is there a certain of what if you do it? Can you ask that?
Yeah, because we have 32 ways to earn, right? So is there's a possibility that we can have a shortage of fund? For example, that the people already bought a lot tables from line 1 to to the maximum or whatever.
Yeah, so I think what you're asking me is if someone came in and bought a certain amount of levels, would we be willing to give them more levels? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so the challenging part with a smart contract is that everything is on the smart contract, so when we launch, anything that happens has to be done with actual Ethereum. There's not really a way to go in there and fake that. So what that would require is, basically people at the top being willing to put funds back into it. So the problem with that, Rona, I mean, like, I love the idea, I love the concept, but the challenge with that is, if we do it for one, it's kind of like, we got to do it for everybody. And I have no idea. I mean, there could be 10,000 people that join this smart contract the first day. And I mean, it would be very difficult for us to say, hey, yeah, we can do this for everybody, because I don't know what that financial number would look like. So, I mean, I'm just telling that may not be the answer you wanted. And I understand, like, that takes a lot of effort for people to financially put that in. But the beauty of it is that, they get it back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those are the strategies that I would work. I would try to work with some of my leaders being like, if I support you here, it's coming back to me because, for just the way the matrices work. So the short answer is I would love for that to happen. I don't know how that could happen, technically speaking, though.
All right. Okay. Next question. We have
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Hold
on, let me see. Can you unmute Benjamin? I'm trying to, but it's not letting me, Alejandro.
I'm trying. Benjamin, okay. Burma from India.
Yeah, go ahead. Can you unmute her?
Burma.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello, this is Priyal Verma from India. Actually, I have two questions. First, I want to know about the mechanism of this smart contract. And second, how we are better than our competitors, especially if we consider, because a lot of people are asking this question, how we can compare with Forsage, how we are better than Forsage.
Okay. Can P. Verma, can you when you're talking about the mechanism of the contract, can you be a little bit more specific? Because I don't really know what you want me to say about it. I mean, is there something specific that you would like me to address on the contract?
Yeah, definitely. I want to know how people are going to earn in this concept. What is the mechanism? And secondly, how we are better than other smart contracts like our competitors, especially Forsage, because we are getting a lot of questions regarding this.
Okay, so on the first part, as far as the mechanism of the contract, I mean, the only thing I can tell you is that the code in which we're using is 100% our code. I know there's been a lot of smart contracts that have popped up that are literally just copying other people's codes, and it doesn't seem to be working. We built this from the ground up, so every bit of the code that you see will be our code. It will be verified. I will say one thing. You know, a lot of people get there's so much stuff that's going on around right now about smart contracts that really is not true. But like this whole industry has created these things about it. But it will be verified. You know, but not that means that much, but it means a lot to people. So it will be verified. So from that side of it, I guess that's the mechanism side. In regards about talking about competitors and things like that, I don't like to talk about other companies, especially specific companies. I don't think that that's right. But here's what I will tell you, okay? Looking at other contracts out there, where I believe that we're very different is in a couple areas. Number one, this was really created for the people, okay? So when you bring someone to our company, you never lose them. In many of the other contracts, you lose your people. I mean, and most of you don't even know that you're doing that. Most of you don't realize that you're giving your people up. So when you refer people inside of this company or inside of this contract, they will always follow you. Even if someone below you buys a higher level than what you own, you can always upgrade to that level and they will begin to follow you again. That's really unheard of. The second part is the affordability side of it. I'm sorry, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, the second part of it is the affordability part of it, meaning that inside of our contract, you can cycle on any package as many times as you want, okay? In other contracts, oftentimes when you cycle, if you don't upgrade, you don't get to earn on that package any longer. And again, most people don't even realize this. This is easy stuff to hide. So we wanted to build something that was absolutely for the people, something that could not be destroyed, something that cannot be, I don't know if you guys even realize this, but there's contracts out there right now today that you can read through their code and they can be destructed with one push of the button. Everyone acts like smart contracts can't go away. But if you write it in the contract code that it can go away, you can destroy it at any time. So it'll be crystal clear. I believe that you're going to see that we're the best of the best.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, James.
You're welcome.
Let's call Sankar from India. Sankar has a question. Go ahead, Sankar. Your mic is open.
Hi, James. How are you?
I'm good, Sankar. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good here. So day by day, the pressure is keep on increasing here. So we are facing new challenge day by day. So to hold our people, to bring the new people into that. So it's fine. We will take those responsibility to reach the good platform to the common people and all over the people in India and all over the world. So your responsibility to give us the good product. So you are almost here, I think. So my question is like, so there are many hacker attacks and DOS attacks are happening right now, right? So how we are prepared for that, for the security purpose?
Yeah. So when it comes to the hacking, I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there right now. I've probably been sent like 5 or 6 messages of people showing me contracts that, you know, are using the name Lionshare. If anyone knows how to read the code, they can probably see very quickly that it's just it's a scam or whatever. People trying to get access to it. As far as being hacked, you know, a smart contract can't truly be hacked. What can happen though is it is possible for a smart contract to be put on the blockchain, and before the things start, people start joining, it is possible that someone could go in there and try to access it and be the very first. Okay, that is a possibility. But let me tell you something. In order for that to happen, they would actually have to have access and hack the wallet that we will have hooked to it in the beginning. So the possibilities are slim to none that it will happen. Anything's possible. So I know that, you know, that's not comforting that something could happen, but I mean, I could get struck by lightning right now, but the chances of it happening are pretty slim. So, you know, the programming team that we have, one of the biggest aspects that they do for not only me, but other companies have been in security. That is one of their number one things is security. So as far as being hacked, I think your biggest risk of being hacked is not on the blockchain. Your biggest risk of being hacked is the website, okay, or the members back office. People forget about that, but there's a whole nother system that will be talking to the smart contract. So what we have to rely on our servers to be able to manage the you know, the amount of traffic that we get, and we have to have the best security team possible, because we will have the whole world coming after us. Trust me, we will. So we got to have the best of the best that's watching it, and we do. And that's not really a concern to me, but it's a great question. And you know, anything's possible, but we are prepared for it.
Thank you. Excellent question, and even excellent answer, James. Thank you so much. Now we're gonna bring Jessica Hale. James, Alex. Okay.
Hi. Hi, good day. I don't know the time right there, but can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Jessica. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Okay, so first of all, I just want to thank you all for the work you guys are doing. This is really great. I'm calling from Nigeria. This is really great. I just have like 3 questions. I think you've answered one. So just go to the 2. The first question is, you said that we're going to make use of two applications, the MetaMask for the PC and Trust Wallet for phone. And now we know that the Trust Wallet is used by the Androids only. You didn't give a specific one that we can use on the iPhone, because I tried doing the MetaMask on my iPhone and it didn't work. So
Correct.
I want to know which of the applications I can use for that first.
Okay, so Jessica, I use an iPhone as well.
Okay.
I will tell you, I just downloaded an app today that is supposed to, I can't tell you 100% it's going to work at launch. So just know that, okay? It's not 100%, but I think it has the same API. An API is just the connection between our system and that wallet, okay? That's all it is. So it's just a technical term. But I think it has the same API as MetaMask and Trust Wallet, which means that possibly, hopefully, it will work with ours. It's called Coinbase, and it's not the Coinbase that you're thinking, okay? The Coinbase in the United States is like really big. If you go to your app store, let me see if I can find a picture of it to show you. It will be, where is that thing? Hold on one second. It's going to have a little square on it. Let me see here. If you type in Coinbase on your app store.
Okay, can I see what the logo looks like so it's easy for me to search?
Yeah, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's that little square with a dot in it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so go on and download that. I cannot promise you that it's going to work.
Okay.
With it, but as I said, I think it has the same API, so I think that it will. So, what's your second question?
Okay, sorry about the first question. Is it like, I thought it's any application that makes use of the DApp browser or something? I don't know. I think that was what everyone was thinking. Like DApp browsers could be used to. So is it the same for? can it be used for Lion Share as well?
Again, that's a little bit of a misconception, meaning
Okay.
that every wallet has an API that connects to a system. Okay, so if all the DApp wallets use the same API, the answer would be yes. I know that MetaMask and I know Trust Wallet use the same API. I'm not 100% sure on this Coinbase app, but that's the one that I've been told. Also, this one is supposed to have lower fees and be a little bit faster. So I'm crossing my fingers that it will work, and I'm trying to get clarification from the programming team, but I don't want to distract them from what they're doing too much, because we're for sure going to launch with MetaMask and Trust.
Okay. There's this one that, okay, all right. There's this one that we Nigerians been using for a while. I just would want you to please help check if it's possible that we use that app as well. It's called the Token Pocket. I don't know if you know about it.
Token
Yeah.
Pockets. Okay, I'll check it
Yeah.
out.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Then my second question, you said that when we have downlines, that's the referrals here, when if they pass their uplines maybe by a level, or they upgrade to a level that the upline is not on, the upline doesn't miss that downline. Is that what you're saying?
Well, so here's the way it works, Jessica. You have to own a package in order to earn from it. So from an earning standpoint, the commissions will pass up to the next person who owns that package. Could be your sponsor, it could be someone above.
I know that.
Until it finds someone. The way it works though is once let's say you get to the point that you can actually upgrade to that level.
Yeah.
What will happen is once that person that got passed up, the commission got passed up, once they cycle for the next time, they will begin to follow you again. So it takes one cycle after you've upgraded for them to begin to follow you. You see, and the reason why is they're already in a matrix. So we can't take them out of a matrix and move them. They have to cycle and then they begin to follow you.
Okay, so you're saying like if the upline of the person is still not in the level that the downline upgraded to at the time it cycles, the downline still doesn't miss the upline still doesn't miss the downline.
Well, I mean, you will never earn unless you own that package. So it'll just continue. It'll continue to find the next person to pay until the sponsor, the person who sponsored that person, upgrades to that package.
Okay. My last question. Okay, I remember the last one now. The notifier bots we're talking about, is there any progress on that?
Yeah, so the notifier bot will come. I don't think it's going to be ready at launch, to be truthful. And I know it's really important because I know you guys all love it, receiving those messages that someone just paid you and where they paid you at, all that. So I know it's crucial. I know it's important. But our key thing is like we wanted to get this thing launched. So like there's going to be some small things like it'll only be in English, for the first day. Then we will get Spanish and some of the other languages. So there's some of those smaller things that will be added. A bot is not challenging to add. It's just it's a time thing. Like what are the most important things? We have to classify those, and it will be towards the top, but it won't be the very top. But we will definitely have it.
Okay, I think my questions are done. Thank you so much.
Right,
Thank you. Those were some really great questions, and I really like the way this is going, guys. You guys are being specific with the right questions for everybody to hear, because I think some of those parts are left out on the presentation because James cannot be that specific like with you guys being right now, which is really great, really great. So next question is from Stanbell. You have your mic open.
Yeah, good evening, James.
How you doing, Stanbill? Thank you for coming out on the last call. You had some great comments. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I want to really appreciate your work. It's been awesome, actually. It's been awesome. And I must tell you, we are pretty ready for this business. Not quite long, I started knowing about smart contracts, but I have really pretty knowledge about cryptocurrency. But when I discovered smart contract, I looked into it. I discovered this is a great future, But many people have asked different questions, which I've really gotten my answer a long time. But just one specific question, which I really want to get from the back office. Now, when it comes to L1 and L2, if I decide to buy, because I know, for example, in some other smart contracts, you need to buy from the first one, you need to buy it simultaneously, you understand? Now, what I want to know is, if I buy from L1, let's assume I buy box 1 to box 7 to 6 or to 5 of L1. Now I stop at box 5. Now I come to box L2. Can I decide to buy from box 1 maybe to box 10 on L2? Or do I need to still follow it?
Okay, so
simultaneously?
great question. That's a very good question. Okay, so here's how we have programmed this. You can buy any of the packages in order, that you have to buy them in order, meaning that you can't skip from, like, you have to buy the next one. So if you're at 0.02, you can't go to 5 Ethereum. You have to go to 0.05. You know what I'm saying? You have to buy them in order. And specific to your question, though, the way that it is programmed, and everyone might want to pay attention to this, because this is something that I don't go over on the presentation because I don't want to confuse a bunch of people. The way it works is like this. You can buy double the amount on L2 that you can on L1. So if I own 2 packages on L1, I can buy 4 packages on L2. If I buy 4 packages on L1, I could buy 8 packages on L2. So technically speaking, if you wanted to own all the packages on L2, you would have to buy up to 8, right, on L1. You would have to own at least 8 of those. Because we don't want people taking advantage of the system.
Thank you. Excellent answer, James. Like I said, you guys are being like really precisely on your questions, which are really good, because it's helping everybody in here to understand more about the smart contract in more detail. So awesome job. Now we have Bipin Sharma. Is your mic open?
Hello, Alfredo.
Yes. Hello there, Bipin. How are you?
No, I'm fine. What about you?
Good. Ask your question, Mr. Bipin.
Hi, James.
Hi,
This is
Bipin. How are you?
Here. I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Just spoke to you on the last meeting also.
Yes, sir. I remember.
Most of the questions which other members have asked, I think I was thinking to ask 1 or 2 from them, and I've got the right answer from your side. Now, I've got one more question. We came to know that there is going to be some type of recognition for the leaders. What type of recognitions will be that? Some bonanza, some trips, or something else?
Yeah, so it's a great question. I mean, I'm sure like you, I've been in this industry a long time, and I'm a big believer that recognizing people is almost more valuable than someone earning income. That's just the truth, right? People much rather receive like a recognition in front of their peers than they had $1 million. It's crazy, but it's the way it works. We want to be the very first contract to offer a recognition program. I can't tell you specifically how that's going to look, because there's some things in this world today that are unpredictable. One of them being travel, right? A lot of times there's recognition built around travel, where you will be invited. If you're like one of the top 100 leaders, you're invited to this cruise or something, or the top 1,000. So those type of ideas are naturally where my mind goes. But we're also creating some different ways that we might be able to kick back some Ethereum if you qualify in certain ways. Okay, so I mean, I would love to give you the specifics of that, but it's still in the planning process, truthfully. And I don't want to speak out of turn, but what I can tell you is that we'll be the first to come out with it. No one else has done it. And I think that that's one of the advantages of working directly with some people that have been in this industry. We know what makes people click. And it's a great question, though.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bipin. Thank you so much. Now we have the next question is Rich David. And we're going in order, guys, as we see it. So there's no favoritism, we're going in order because we value every single one of you guys. Just so you guys know, we're not here to have privilege with anybody. We're just going by the list, just so you guys know. All right. Did you open the mic for Rich already, Alex?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rick.
go ahead.
Okay. I have a question. It's about the packages. So you say that we have to buy like L1 packages first before we can be able to buy L2. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. And this system, you say you can end without referrals. What are those that don't have referrals? So will they have to buy packages on L1 first before they buy on the L2?
So just like I was mentioning to Stan Bill, and if I said your name wrong, I apologize. But the way it works is that you do have to own an L1 in order to own an L2. Period. I mean, like that's it. But we do allow you to buy more L2s than you do the L1. You can buy double the amount. So if you own the very first package on L1, you can only go up to the second package on L2. Okay. If you own 2 packages on the L1, you can only go to 4 packages on the L2. So it is a requirement. You do need to own both.
All right. Excellent
Okay,
question, Rich David. Excellent question. So we have Oluwasen Ogunlanda. If I pronounce your name wrong, I am sorry. I apologize in advance, like James was saying. So, did you unmute her, Alejandro?
Yes.
All right. Let me see. Can you do that? Can you try it?
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you now.
Good evening. Can you hear me now? Hello.
Yeah, can you speak a little higher?
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. I have some like 3 questions. Though they've been touched, but I've not really gotten a specific answer. So the first one is about the copycat lion share on smart contract, the one that's on smart contract already. So what I want to know is by the time this lion share launch and is deployed to the smart contract, I hope there will not be confusion. Maybe some of our people might end up, maybe when they are trying to register on this lion share and they might end up getting on that one and then they might end up paying money there and they won't know. So I want to know if you guys are taking any actions against those, copycat, or is there anything you are doing against it? Maybe there is a way we can differentiate between the two so that our people will not end up falling victim.
Yeah. So great question. There's not just one of these out there. I think there's like 3 to 5 of them out there from what I've seen. I'll be honest with you. I haven't given any attention to those. And the reason why is because not everybody knows, right? And if I give attention to those contracts and it starts to worry people, I don't want that out there. So as far as like when we launch, remember, a smart contract's just a smart contract. There has to be a website and a system behind it to tell the smart contract what to do. Okay, so when we launch, everyone will know what our link is. There will also be specific branding on our contract that will show you exactly who we are. So there will be no question. But we will, as we grow and as things get bigger, there will be people that create stuff around it. There's not much that we can do about it other than make sure that we're sharing the proper information with people. But it's a great question. It's very hard to defend against that, except for we got to be better marketers than the scammers. How about that?
True. Thank you. Great answer and great question.
I have a second question.
Okay.
It's about the 2 wallets that are provided for registration now, the Blue wallet and the other one. Then I know you recommended another Coinbase, but in case that is not working on iOS, so how long will it take for us to get an option that iOS users can finally use? Because this may actually serve like a setback among some people who only have iOS phones, who only have iPhones, who don't have Android.
Yes, and that's what I use as well. I use iOS as well. So what I was telling you is that the wallet that I recommended, the Coinbase wallet, it actually does work on iPhone. Okay, that's why I recommended it. So you can get it right there in your app store. the problem is I'm not 100% sure it's going to work with our system at launch. I'm trying to figure that out, but like I said, I haven't been put a lot of pressure on the programmers about it because they're concentrating on getting it live. But we have to have a solution for iPhone users. I mean, it's at the top of the list. I'll put it that way. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for that question. And thank you for the answer, James. Let's go with Nagarahu. Alejandro, if you can help me with that.
Yes.
Okay, your mic is open, Nagarahu.
Hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, hello, James.
Hello, how you doing?
First, congratulations for the great program to introduce to the world.
Yes, sir. Good to meet you.
Yeah, and the main part is how to handle the early traffic of our platform. What is your plans?
Yeah, so
it can overload to the website as well as blockchain.
Yeah, the challenge with traffic, obviously,
Yes.
it doesn't clog up necessarily the blockchain. Our biggest concern with traffic is the amount of traffic that we're going to get on the website. Can our servers handle it?
Yes.
We have been very creative on finding ways where the system's only calling specific things at specific times. But our entire system is going to be written on Node React. Even our websites, even your back office, it's the #1 language in Ethereum blockchain. It's called Node React. So where a lot of these websites are using PHP or they're using JavaScript, things like that, we're not doing that. We're really setting it up for the future, which has taken a lot longer than what we wanted. So all I can tell you is this: we have multiple servers that we're working with, and the programming team have created a way that they can divert certain things where, like when someone goes to our website, there's certain cache things that we can do to make sure that we're protecting it. So it's not really my expertise, but it's a big concern because, I mean, I've already, that's one thing that we've talked about with the programmers is like, we could have 100,000 people an hour going to our website at the launch. Are we going to be able to handle it? And I guess that's a good problem. If the website does slow down because of the traffic, it's a blessing. It means a lot of people are going there, but it's something that we're going to have to battle.
All right, excellent question.
How
Now
you
we're
handle
gonna have
the?
more. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nagarahu.
Yeah, when traffic goes to blockchain, the gas fee also high. Sometimes it double.
Well, so I think there's a misconception out there about gas fees. I mean, the gas fee is generated by the smart contract. I mean, we really don't have anything to do with it. It's the amount of work that it takes for the smart contract to generate the data that's being requested. So we have done things inside of the smart contract to make it the least amount of gas that possible to make it work. But we don't control those fees. I mean, unfortunately, the smart contract controls it, the blockchain. So we can't really do anything about it except for have the most efficient smart contract that we possibly can. And that's what we've done.
All right. Thank you, James. I just want to tell you, yeah, sorry, go ahead, James.
No, I was just saying good questions. I mean, those are technical questions, but very good.
Yeah, that's why, we just call these big leaders so they understand more about the contract and they get more involved so they can say the right stuff to the people, that they don't get confused. I just want to tell you guys that we're just going to have 4 more questions and we're going to be done with this meeting because James, he's super busy. And we're just gonna let him go, right? So just 4 more questions, and we're gonna call it a day, a night, or a morning. All right. So we're going with Shanghai. Alejandro, if you can help me with that.
Yeah. Hello, Alfredo.
Oh, go ahead, Shanghai. Your mic is open. James can hear you.
I'm Sanjay from India. Hello, James.
Hey, Sanjay, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
My question is that, can you explain in a detail about the auto pool system? How can we earn from auto pool? And there is any way to earn fast through the auto pool in the L2, in the team building structure?
Okay. I missed a part of it. Alfredo, did you hear that?
Can you repeat it again, please, Sanjay?
Sanjay, can you repeat that one more time for me? I think the question, yeah, Sanjay, can you repeat that question one more time for me?
Yes. Can you explain in detail about the mechanism of auto pool? How can we earn in the team building structure through auto pool? And is there a way to earn faster through auto pool?
Okay, you're saying auto pool.
Yes.
Auto pool, yes.
Auto
Yes,
pool.
yes,
Okay.
And
no, okay,
yes.
go ahead.
And there are some other smart contracts like forces. As you know that they show that the auto pool, you can earn from auto pool, but actually the places the sports fill, that directly goes again to the auto pool, so no one can earn.
Right. Yes. No, I get it. So we don't necessarily refer to anything as auto pool on our system. It is, I will tell you this, there's a lot of companies out there, there's a lot of contracts. I believe that we will be the very first actual matrix contract out there. Okay. There's a lot of contracts right now that say that they're matrices, that they are not matrices. A matrix always fills left to right. It's always perfect. There's always no question. Your people always follow you. That's how a matrix works. Most of them are actual pass-up systems where they just have cells going up and no one really knows where they're going. I mean, like some of the biggest leaders in some of these companies can't tell me where people are going on their team. They don't have any idea. So Sanjay, this may not be the exact answer you're looking for, but I'm going to tell you what I think the best strategy is for Lionshare versus other programs. Okay, the best strategy is this: it's to work with people, as many people as you personally can, your very best people, and support them, because the spillover, which is another word I think for auto pool, the spillover that you're going to receive is when your people have success. Okay, so there will be people above you that can help you. There will be people below you that can help you fill a matrix. But the idea of this auto pool, like I've seen some out there that they make like one big long line, and you just, the next person's like, it takes forever. You get to control your business here. Okay, so this is not one of those things that if you just come and sit, you should expect to earn like massive amounts of money. You should come in here expecting to refer people. That doesn't mean people will earn that are not referring people. It will happen naturally, 100% it will happen. But your potential for income earning goes drastically up as you refer people.
Excellent,
okay.
Excellent question. Yes. Can you hear me, Alex?
Yes.
We got you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. Go ahead now. Sasi Kumar.
Sasi Kumar.
Yes, please. Can you unmute him or not?
Sasi Kumar.
Yeah, he's still, well, he needs to unmute, right? Because he's not letting me. Let's go to the next one, Tofunmi.
Tofumi.
Yeah,
okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my question is mainly out of curiosity. The upgrade fee of ID1, where does it go to?
I'm not sure I understood that question. Can you say it again?
When the first person to register, ID1, when he upgrades, where is the upgrade fee going to go to?
Well, ID1 will have all 16 tables, so there will be no upgrade that will go anywhere because they will own all 16 from day one.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, no problem. We are, the last will be, let's try again, Sasi Kumar, and see if he can unmute himself or something. I mean, we're trying right now. Alejandro, can you try if you can unmute?
I'm trying.
I don't know, maybe.
No.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
India Pramod.
Yeah, India Pramod. India Pramod. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Go
Hello.
ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, I want to say firstly, thank you, Alfredo, sir. And thanks, James, sir, for creating a great system. Right. Actually, my vision is not clear about Lions here. When I was promoting in the team, but I show your vision and mission. I got my vision in Lions here. And my vision is now clear. I'm going to earn 1,000 Ethereum in first week. Not me, in my team. My team in 10 people is going to 100 Ethereum in first week, and all program it has been set by me and my whole team. Okay. Now I'm working from India, USA, South Africa, and Nigeria. I have a big team, but in my team, many people is asking about link and launching date. Sir, can you tell me approximate something?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what I said when I first opened up this call. It's one of those things that it's a unique situation in that I go to the programmer, I say, hey, can you give me a specific time to launch? He comes back and he's like, no, man, I can't give you a specific time that we're going to launch because this is new language. This is new territory. Like it has to be perfect. So, you know, the best thing I can tell you is we're about 98% there. The only thing left to do is to finalize some of the purchasing of packages in the back office. Then we will take it to the server and then we will deploy it on the blockchain. So we're very, very, very close. Assuming that there's no challenges with the server, we're very close. So that's really what I can share with you.
All right. Thank you so much, James, for your time.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I guess we're just gonna call it a day, morning, or night, because I know, James, you are super busy. We really do appreciate your coming to talk to this group of big leaders, and I would like to tell them what is the vision of the Lion's Share. You know, how do you see it in the near future or in the next months? Where do you see it?
You know, I believe that if you can have a crystal clear vision, that's really powerful in anything, you know, and I've said on many of the calls that, you know, I don't really concentrate on today. My mind goes to next year, it goes to the following year, because I seriously wanted to create a platform that could bless so many people that couldn't be messed up. Now, that might sound weird to you, but, you know, I've been on the corporate side. I own a business right now, as many of you know, that's in the Bitcoin space, and it's around sports. Well, sports are gone right now. They're going to come back, but I can mess that up as a CEO. The decisions I make can mess that up. What I see with smart contracts was a way to create a platform that could not be messed up. There's no decision that can be made that's going to hurt people, because that's the last thing we want to do. So what I truly see is I see in the first year, we will put probably a minimum of 2 to 3 million people in this smart contract. But I envision, you know, live events where we're hearing so many testimonials and just creating a community that is like nothing that's ever been seen. And that sounds like a big, big vision, but I can see it because it's rare to find something that you know for a fact is affordable to the masses. You know it can't hurt people, right? And you know that it just makes sense. It's so simple that you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. So all those things combined to me spells amazing opportunity for the future. So that's it.
Thank you so much for sharing. That was really wise. Those were really amazing words, James. We really do appreciate you. We appreciate what you're doing for the whole world, like you said, because this project is gonna be something that we share your vision, we share your goal. You know, all of us here, we believe in. We believe that we're gonna change a lot of people's lives. This is a game changer. to be honest with you. And I use my logo for the longest time. When I close my camera, you will see it. It says game changer. Because, you know, I'm always changing the game.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that you're changing the game, the rules of the game, which is really amazing. And I'm really thankful that you took the time to participate in this group of big leaders that are like committed to the same goal as you. And we know that if we come all together as a community, we're gonna do something amazing. And it's happening already. We just need to wait a little longer, whatever it takes, but we know that I want you to know that we are committed.
Thank you.
And that we're not going anywhere. We're here for you, and we'll support you. And we're gonna do the best we can to make this a huge success all over the world. As you can see right now, we're growing super fast. We have so many leaders here, such as Alejandro Lima, Alex, and Kathy Rodriguez, Juan Carlos. So all these big leaders that are right here, and all of you guys. I mean, it's hard for me to mention all of you, but I know that if you were invited here by these leaders, you are special and you are an awesome leader. I just want you to know that, okay? If I don't call your name, or Alejandro doesn't call your name, or Juan Carlos doesn't call your name, we know you're here because you were special, invited by these leaders. And I just want you to know that you guys are in an excellent team with an excellent leadership. I just want you to know that, and we are super grateful for that. Thank you, James, for your words. Thank you for this time, and we see you on the top.
Okay, thank you all.
We're getting that way. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your
James.
time. We appreciate everybody. All right, thank you. All right.
Thank you.